Hey guys, Andres from AA Sports here, back with a really late night video. I was at a party hanging out with some of my friends before semester finals. I've been really busy studying for that, and as well as my job. So that's why I haven't really been posting a lot of videos as much as I would like to. Don't worry, I will have more videos posted in the future, in these upcoming weeks after finals, once I'm back home for the summer. So first off, with a little bit of news, the Copa America preliminary roster has been announced. I'll have a full reaction video on that later. Yeah, but some surprising headlines for that. No Jesus Gallardo. Guillermo Ochoa was not called up. Santi Jimenez looks like he will be the starting number 9. So yeah, I'll definitely have a video on my thoughts and reactions to the preliminary roster for the Copa America para la Selección Nacional de México. But now moving on to obviously the reaction portion of this video. As you see, I'm wearing the Club América playera I have. Yeah, I hung out with my friends today, but I was able to still watch the game with them. And well, that is the textbook example of just barely hanging on by the edge of your fingers on the edge of the cliff. I mean, this was the textbook definition of winning and surviving in, frankly, an ugly manner. América, the game ended 1-1 tie, just like it did the first leg, with a goal from Julian Quiñones in additional time in the dying minutes of the game, when they needed to get a goal to survive. They got one. I mean, you could say it was coming. That goal was coming. Pachuca really played solely defensively for most of the second half, just like they kind of did the first leg, as well as the second leg versus América in the Conca Champions. They played solely defensive, but this time it felt like they were more so playing with fire, and the goal came. Still, despite advancing, it was ugly because América did the bare minimum. They just barely were able to do that. It was a 2-2 tie, so obviously tiebreaker would be away goals. That was also a tie. So then the tiebreaker went to the higher ranked team, which was América. I'll be honest, I think the tiebreaker rule is pretty dumb. I wish the Liga MX did it where, regardless of away goals or higher ranking, if the aggregate is tied, they go to extra time in the second leg, and then penalties if needed. Because who knows how it would have played out, to be honest. Yeah, I think I don't think it's a good rule. I think it's a very ugly way to lose. It's a heartbreaking way to lose on a tie aggregate where it's given on away goals or ranking. And then it's ugly for the team that advances on in that way. And who knows what could have happened. Maybe Pachuca would have pulled off another stunner and América would have gone 2-out. Overall, the offense was pretty decent for América. They were trying to produce opportunities. They just couldn't get by the defense. And that's where you got to give credit to Pachuca and Guillermo Almeida, because he can make a mid-tier team play an elite midfield and defense. And that's what Pachuca was in this game. And so in terms of América, what nearly was their undoing was the defense, and that they really have inexperienced. And like Israel Reyes is a good starter, but who's their second center back? Well, it was Cáceres, because they kept playing him and not giving minutes to younger and newer players. And the result of that is a big hole in the wall in terms of the defense. And, well, that's what happened. That's how the first goal was conceded, was a pass back to the defense that went haywire. It was a poor pass, and Pachuca was able to pretty much capitalize and finish it right in front of the net for the first goal. And then, frankly, Quiñones was the reason that kind of saved us. So, yeah. In terms of grades, goalkeeper for América, Malagón, the starter, B grade. I mean, yeah, he couldn't save the goal, but again, it wasn't his fault. The defense was atrocious in that moment. Midfield was, I'll say C. They really just couldn't crack the defense. Offense, I'll say the same thing. It was really a C grade. They did enough. That's why I'm going to give them a C grade. They did enough to advance on. But again, for the third game in a row against this team, they could not crack the defense. And I think that is, really partially because of some of the players who are not in form, like Henry Martin, who also didn't get called up to the national team for the Copa América. And just the fact that, Pachuca played really well defensively. That was their strategy throughout all their games against América this year, was defense only. They might as well have just had 11 center backs on the field, 10 center backs and 1 goalkeeper, because that's how tough their defense was. Yeah. Don't really know what else to say about it, except it was really an ugly way to advance. And yeah, ugly way to advance. Heartbreaking way to be eliminated for Pachuca. They still have the Conca Champions coming up, though. Hopefully they do well and win it, representing the Liga MX now. And as for América, the hope for the bicampeonato is still alive. So we'll see how it goes for América there. But again, I don't like the way they advance. I think the rules in terms of the aggregate, should it be a tie, are stupid. I think they should go into overtime if it's tied, regardless of away goals or higher ranking in terms of standings. That's how it should be, and I think the Liga MX should change it. What do you guys think about that? Put that in the comments below. Should the Liga MX change it and have it to where they go into overtime if the aggregate is tied? Let me know in the comments below. I think they should change it so that we don't have a scenario like this. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about that rule in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.